Hey, it's Matt O'Neill with Matt O'Neill Real Estate. Today, here to talk to you about my good buddy Benjamin Hardy's book, Willpower Doesn't Work. I totally agree with this. I've tried to change so many things in my life by using sheer force of will, and the changes didn't come until I learned the concepts that Benjamin Hardy talks about. And the first is that willpower doesn't work, and the only way to make lasting change is to either change your identity or change your environment. So a simple example of environment is you keep chips in your cupboard. If you keep chips in your environment, the chances that you like to eat potato chips like me are very high. The chances you're going to eat potato chips are very, very high. And a simple example of changing your environment would be don't buy chips and don't put them in your cupboard. So if there's no chips in your cupboard, your chances of eating chips are almost zero unless you drive to the store to buy more chips. But you controlled your environment, and so you no longer have the option to eat chips. The other way that you change your is by changing your identity. And when you change your identity, you do it with action. So a simple example of this, in a negative stance, is I decide to put a kegerator in my garage. It's one action. This one action of putting a kegerator in my garage then has a string of identity consequences that affect many other things. All of a sudden, I have lots of beer on tap in my fridge, and all the neighbors start to come over to have a beer, even on nights when I don't want a beer. But because they're here and I want to be a good neighbor, I start to have a beer with them. This one action can add pounds to my waistline. It can make me groggy. It can make me less focused at work. The converse action of this, let's say I decide I want to get a gym membership. And I take the action, I get a gym membership. I even take stronger action and I hire a personal trainer at $60 an hour. And I'm paying this guy or girl two days a week at $60 a time, $100 a week. That action is so strong that I show up to my personal training and I start to do the things that you do when you go to the gym, like work out. But every environment, Ben Hardy says, has norms. So I'm in the gym and I'm surrounded by people who also go to the gym, and there's some norms about people who go to the gym. These people typically eat better. So because of the social norms of the people I'm now hanging out with, I start to eat better. These people typically don't smoke. So if I was a smoker, there's pressure to reduce my smoking. These people typically have more energy, and with more energy, I start to feel more positive. And when I feel more positive, like all these consequences, maybe I'm starting to excel more in my work, all because I took one action to join a gym and maybe plussed it up by hiring a personal trainer. So I went out to my team and I said, what is one action you've taken that made dramatic changes in your life? And here's some of the answers. Somebody on my team said it was Gina Middleton. Gina said, I time block from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. in my calendar every day, family time. And I turn my phone on airplane mode. That one action for Gina gave her an identity of a great mom and a great wife. And now she's pouring focused time into her family. She sees herself totally different from this one action. And her kids flourish, her marriage flourishes, she feels better, and she actually improves as a real estate agent. One of our other agents, Paul Kelton, said, I took the action of waking up every day at 5 a.m. And I said, Paul, what time did you used to wake up? And he said, I used to wake up sometime between 7 and 8. The identity of who Paul is now, he said, I feel on purpose, I feel urgent, I feel accomplished, I feel proud of myself, I feel disciplined. All these from one action of deciding to wake up every day at 5 a.m. Another one of our agents, Paris Barr, said, I took one action. I decided to write down my most important goals every single day. I said, how long does it take you, Paris? He said, it takes me 1 minute a day. And I said, in 1 minute a day of writing your goals every single day, what is your new identity? He says, what happened is I know exactly what I'm going for. My desire is white hot, and I see what is a distraction and what is not a distraction, and I have a knowing that I'm going to hit all of my goals and I'm going to live the life of my dreams from 1 minute a day. So I made a challenge out to my team. I said, what is one action you could take today that the consequences could change everything about your life and your success. And I'm going to ask the same challenge of you. What is the one challenge? What is the one action you could take today that would change everything for you? If you would, email me, go to mattoneillrealestate.com, leave it in the comments, let us know the action you committed to, and then we'd love to even follow up and hear all the positive changes you had as a result. Thank you so much for listening. I wish you the best life.